Hello, friends. My topic is why Thomas Edison was rich and famous. So, what did you study in school today? Asked rich mom. Thinking about my day for a while, I finally replied saying, we have been studying the life of Thomas Edison. That's an important person to study, said rich mom. So, did you discuss how he became rich and famous? No, I replied. We only discussed his inventions like the light bulb. Okay. Rich mom smiled and said, well, I hate to contradict your teacher, but Thomas Edison did not invent the light bulb, but he did perfect it. Rich mom went on to explain that Thomas Edison was one of his heroes and he had studied his life. So why is he credited with inventing it? I asked. There were other light bulbs invented before his light bulb, but the problem was they were not practical. The early bulbs did not burn long enough. Also, the other inventors could not explain how the light bulb could they have any commercial value. Commercial value? I asked in a puzzled tone. In other words, the other investors did not know how to make money from their invention. And Thomas Edison did, added rich mom. So he invented that first useful light bulb and he also knew how to run the bulb into a business. Rich mom nodded her head and it was her business sense that made so many of her inventions so useful to millions of people. Thomas Edison was more than an inventor. He was the founder of General Electric and many other major companies. Did your teachers explain that you? No, I replied. I wish they would have. I would have been more interested in the subject. Instead, I was bored and wondering how Thomas Edison was relevant to real life. If they had told me how he became so rich, I would have been much more interested and listened more closely. Rich mom laughed and went on to tell me how Thomas Edison, the inventor, also became a multimillionaire and founder of a $1 billion corporation. Rich mom went on to say that Edison dropped out of school because of his teachers thought he was not smart enough to succeed in school. He then looked a job selling candies and magazines on the railroads as a young boy. There he dropped his sales skills. Soon he began to print his own newspaper in the back of the train and then hired a team of boys to sell not only his candies but also his newspaper. While still a boy, he went from employing to business owner, employing a dozen other boys in about a year. So that is how Thomas Edison began his business career, I asked. His mom nodded her head and smiled. Why didn't the teachers tell me that? I asked. I would have loved to have heard that story. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please push subscribe button, like, comment. Thank you friends for watching this tutorial. See you soon on next tutorials.